welcome to another episode of Makeup and Music. I'm your host, Ashley, professional makeup artist. And if you're new here, let me tell you what I do. So I get ready and do my makeup while I talk about a music legend. There's a variety of my makeup and music videos on my YouTube channel, so go check those out. So today I'm going to do a glam look using this Ciate London palette because it's so pretty. And I will be talking about the one and only Garth Brooks, fellow Okie. Okay, yeah, so I really need to fix all this. So let's get started. Troil, that's right. His real name is Troil. Troil Garth Brooks was born February 7th, 1962 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So he's currently 58 years old, and he's an American singer and songwriter. His integration of both rock and pop elements into the country genre has earned him popularity, particularly in the U.S., with success on the country music single and album charts, multi-platinum recordings, and record-breaking live performances. Okay, so where to really start? Let's go with the beginning. So he's the youngest of 6 children who grew up in Yukon, Oklahoma. So the family would host these weekly talent nights, and the children were required to participate either by singing or doing a skit. Brooks learned to play the guitar and banjo, and he also sang casually, but his primary focus was in athletics. So in high school, he played football, baseball, and ran track, and he even received a scholarship to Oklahoma State University, go Pokes, where he competed in the javelin, and he graduated in 1984 with a degree in advertising. In 1986, Brooks married a songwriter named Sandy Mall, and they had 3 daughters together before eventually separating and getting a divorce, and it became final in 2001. In December of 2005, Brooks married fellow country singer and cookbook author Trisha Yearwood, and they are still currently married today. So moving on to Brooks's career. So his music career professionally began in 1985 by singing and playing guitar in Oklahoma clubs and bars. He listened to a lot of country music, but he was very fond, always had a heart for rock music, citing that James Taylor and Dan Fogelberg were major influences on him. But in 1981, he heard a song by George Strait, Unwound, which happens to be George Strait's first big hit. Anyways, after hearing that song, he decided that he was more interested in playing country music and maybe, going with a country music sound and trying to pursue being a singer as a country artist. So in 1985, he traveled to Nashville to pursue his country music career and also a recording contract. He returned back to Oklahoma within 24 hours. But eventually he did go ahead and move out to Nashville in 1987. So he had breakthrough success in the 1989-1990 era. His first album was released in 1989 with chart success, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Top Country Albums. The album was traditional country influenced in part by George Strait. So remember the song, I'm Much Too Young to Feel This Old. That happens to be one of my favorite Garth Brooks songs. But anyways, that was his first single from the album, and the first song to to go to top 10 success. The album also included other hits such as If Tomorrow Never Comes, Not Counting You, and The Dance. His second album, No Fences, was released in 1990 and spent 23 weeks at number one. It contained what would become his most famous and signature song, the Blue Collar Anthem. You know it, I know it, we all know it, Friends in Low Places. That album also had the other hits on it, such as Thunder Rolls and Unanswered Prayers. So while Brooks' musical style placed him squarely within the boundaries of country music, he was still strongly influenced by the rock music, and specifically the sounds of James Taylor, Billy Joel, Bruce Springsteen, and Queen's Freddie Mercury. In his concerts, he used wireless headset and mic to free himself to run about the stage, giving off energy and arena rock theatrics to really spice up the normally stand country music approach to concerts. By 1997, Brooks had released his seventh album, as well as putting on a concert in Central Park with 980,000 fans in attendance, which happens to be the largest concert in park history. Now, have you heard of Chris Gaines? No? Yes? Who is he, you ask? Chris Gaines is the alter ego of Garth Brooks. So he's a fictitious rock and roll musician character for a film titled The Lamb. Brooks pre-released the soundtrack, Garth Brooks in the Life of Chris Gaines, for that particular film, The Lamb. This persona of Chris Gaines, however, though, did not go over well. The majority of the public wasn't very receptive to the idea of Brooks being Chris Gaines, and so less than expected album sales brought the whole Chris Gaines project to an indefinite hiatus, and Gaines quickly faded away into obscurity. Brooks' career was flourishing, but he seemed a bit frustrated by the conflicts between, career and family. So on October 26, 2000, he officially announced his retirement from any recording and performances. He stated that he would stay in retirement at least until his youngest daughter finished high school. In 2005, he expressed interest in returning to live performances, but remained adamant of not releasing any new music. From 2009 to 2013, he took on a Las Vegas concert residency, only performing on the weekends so that he could still have his family time during the week. And then 2014, 2015 brought us Man Against the Machine album, an online music store titled Ghost Tunes, and a world tour. In 2018, Brooks announced his stadium tour, which took in 30 North American stadiums, and most recently, during the COVID-19 pandemic, Brooks and his wife, Trisha Yearwood, have performed an informal concert that they broadcasted on Facebook Live, causing the website to crash due to more than 5.2 million streams. After that, the duo performed a concert in the same format live on CBS, donating $1 million to relief efforts. And then as of November 20th, 2020, this year, Garth Brooks just released his most recent album entitled Fun. Brooks has received 22 Academy of Country Music Awards, 2 Grammy Awards, and he was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 2012, as well as the Songwriters Hall of Fame and the Musicians Hall of Fame. This year, 2020, he was awarded the Library of Congress Gershwin Prize for Popular Song. So at the time that he received this award, he was 57, hadn't had his birthday yet, so 57 years old, but making him the youngest recipient of that award. And then also this year, Cher presented him with the Billboard Icon Award. Okay, so before I sign off, I want to show you one photo. So this is a photo of me and Garth Brooks. I had the privilege, I've seen him in concert 5 times, but I had the privilege of actually getting to meet him and have my picture made with him. So I think that this photo was taken back in 94, 95. I know I was like 17, 18 years old. Look how young both of us look. Anyways, if you remember from my music and makeup and music video with the Eagles, I talked about my contact who would get me backstage to see and to meet different stars. Well, Garth Brooks was one of those ones that I got to meet. So this is from that time when I saw him in concert. And then I've seen him, I think, at least 4 other times that I can remember. I saw him on his stadium tour when he came to Norman, Oklahoma, and played out at the Gaylord Stadium. And I've seen him like 3 other times in arena, or like arena places for concerts. The most recent time I saw him, though, was in 2015 in Tulsa for one of his concerts. And he puts on an amazing show. Definitely brings in the entertainment and all the vibes, and so worth seeing. Okay, so I think that is going to wrap it up on this episode of Makeup and Music. I hope you enjoyed all the interesting information about Garth Brooks, and I hope you enjoyed watching this look come together. Here's the final stages of it. But anyways, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I appreciate you tuning in and watching. I hope you have the most splendid day. Please take care of yourself, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.